Hi ma'am, good afternoon. Miss Nikki, how are you? Hope you're doing good well. I'm Genicel Esperto, 4-year student of DPE 103 Curriculum Development 2. Alright, so I will just have a quick discussions about my knowledge about the topic of fourth reporter, which is the learning content, the source learning content, the selections learning content, and of course the organization learning content. So it's a very quick review about that topic. So upon hearing the reporters, I have the additional knowledge or additional input about this matter. I will just keep emphasize more. First, we have a little bit of learning content. What is the learning content? So, and the word is about learning content. What is which is the useful of the materials, the resources, the informations that may useful to our educational purposes, or resources. For example, the materials that you give to the teachers, for example, in the learning tasks, example on the textbooks, any materials that we use in in school or in studying, it is called of learning content. So unsay mga unod ana ang atong gipangtun-an nga atong magamit in the near future. So ang mga sources nga atong gipang retake, gipang intake o mga learnings, ara na nasud ang mga learning content. Unsay naay sud ana from the word itself, learning, ug unsay iyang sud nga content nga angay natong matudlo or makatunan. So therefore, the materials or any resources or any informations nga atong mag-gather, it is we called the learning content nga atong mag-gain nga mga knowledge nga in the near future maka-teach ta sa atong mga endeavors nga mga estudyante. Not all estudyante but also any professions. Next is the source learning content. So from the word source learning content, as we all know, as this generations of our new era today, we have the technology is more updated and the internet is more very fast. But here in the Philippines, it's quite so slow or quite so fast. It depends on the places that we live. So of course, kibaw man ta nga ang internet and technology is nagaanam-anam na og ka-update. But of course, the learning process of the students and the teachers also, it's very updated too. So dili ta magpapiri. So of course, I know the traditions or the traditional materials is naalang gihapon kay mo man natong basis, mo man natong foundations, mo man natong guided, is ang nakalainan lang ani is natay sources nga through internet para mas madali siya ma-catch up or madali na to mabasa, ma-read. So which is the traditionals nga mga learnings, which is katong textbooks nasa libraries, mga books, and then mga journals. So of course makagain ta na og mga sources nga kana. For example, nagpabuhat ang teachers og research. So, di ba magkuha man ta nag mga sources kung asa. So of course the libraries is very gamit kaayo, and of course the internet also, because there are so many gipang upload na mga research, mga other nga countries nga atong maka-help sa atong research more nga kani di ay atong ways or kani atong guidelines nga atong buhaton. So in digital platforms, magamit nato ang mga Microsoft Word, mga Excel. Pwede na nato na buhaton dira dapita, which is ato ng sources of learning and content. Pwede na nato ma-input nato tanan dira, pwede nato magamit karon daghan na kayo mga PDF forms, mga Google Forms, di ba, ang mga classroom. So mo ni atong pagagamit karon, which is mo ni atong sources of learning content. So, muna siya. Nga ang teachers or any students maka-use ana nga sources of learning content nga atong magamit in the near future or also today nga atong magamit. Next is the selections learning content. So, from the word selections learning content, so of course, from the word selection, so mamili ta ana as teachers or as students. For example, nag-subject ka og math, English, the basic foundations, math, English, Filipino, science. So, every subtopic, every foundations of the basic, for example, English. So, therefore, magsalig ka nga derive appropriate nga learning element nga atong i-discuss ana nga datita. So, which is the selections of learning content. Dili kay, for example, nag-English ka, nga mo kalit kag math, so this is not appropriate. So, do you need to select the selections of the elements or the learning that they imo i-cope up ana as a teachers is very important nga naatay learning materials nga ato i-give sa students, but of course the objectives kay ari man ato i-select nga ato i-provide nga kana nga topic is relatable ana, dili kay mo ari ka sa steps adto ka sa ubos, dapat chronological or systematic ing imong ipanghatag na or systemize nga imong ihatag nga topic ana sa imong mga students nga dili selected nga selections learning content which is be specific, appropriate nga imong gihatag nga process para effective bitaw ang imong pagtudlo sa usa ka students. So inana bitaw, so you need to select the most appropriate. Murag mamili bitaw ta nga kung unsay bagay sa tuwa issues is kana. Murag gud nagsanina kung asa atong mas ganahan, kung asa ta comfortable, which is kana atong i-select, which is kana atong pilion. Same ra po na sa selection of learning content. So, dapat mag-select ta kung unsa gyud kinaka-the best way. The last one, the last part is all about the organization learning content. So, kani pinaka-the best kay ngano. For example, kani ang pinaka-crucial. It is because, for example, naghimo ka by chapter. Imo na siya i-subs kaso akong giingon nga katong magselekta sa topic. So of course, ang kaning organization imo ibuwag-buwag kung asa na siya dapita. For example, by chapter. Example sa research, di ba ang research is by chapter. So kana siya by chapter na siya para mabuak-buak bitaw ang topic. Para dali siya ma-categorize ang topic nga kana siya is kana. So more i-organize siya ba i-chronological ways nga para dali ma-identify na to ang learning nga process. So, munang organization, learning content. So, from the word organization, so, kana siya usa ka organization, kani siya usa ka organization nga topic. So, kana siya, dali na to ma-identify nga kani diri is chapter 1, is kani diri chapter 2, kani diri is chapter 4. So, ara na to ma-identify. So, we need that one of organization, learning content. So, overall, those 4 categories, which is learning content, source learning content, selection, and organization learning content, is very useful to our future today. I mean, not future, but our new eras today, especially to the future teachers, or the teachers, all the students, we need that have to kind so that the learnings that we intake to the students is very effective if we use that content or that process. So in conclusion about those matters, katong upat ka buok, it's very, kung ato lang tong sundon sila nga mga process, is very effective, especially in quality of educations. Kaya because nanay mga learnings dira, nanatay mga informations, nanatay mga sources, nag-select pa juta, which is atong gipang organize, which is very, very effective and in doing our discussions or any process along the way na mo carried out as a future educators. Pinaka best way is that we use this one so that we can identify. Importante man nga magamit ta ani mga content which is katong learning, which is ang mga sources, ang mga selections or organizations, katong upat is very important. Why? Kay kung gamiton lang to nato no, ang process is very chronological, it's very strategies kaayo, which is hindi tayo mahihirapan. Hindi tayo mahihirapan sa mga kung ano mang ginagawa natin. So which is if maganahan ka mag-teachers, if we do that kind of thing, na imong mga sources is very creditable or accountability kaayo siya, of course, you don't need to worry about that. Okay? So, therefore, this kind of learnings matters is very useful to our generations today so that our quality of education is be the best. Thank you!